Good morning. So I wanted to follow up on our mentor chat from yesterday on what makes life worthwhile. This was something that I was schooled on by Jim Rohn. He gave words and descriptions to desires and compulsions that I was feeling on the inside, but didn't see the evidence of on the outside, in the attitudes and mindset of the people around me. I'm going to share with you the lesson that he gave me because it validated me, it empowered me, it inspired me to grow for better and to have the courage to stand alone and be the exception. Jim taught me this lesson over 25 years ago. He said, there are 4 things that make life worthwhile. So let me pass on those 4 things to you now. He said, number 1, life is worthwhile if you learn. You have to have learning in order to survive, let alone succeed. What you don't know will hurt you. So you have to learn from your own experiences, both negative and positive. We have to learn to do it right by first sometimes doing it wrong. We call that positive negative. We also learn from other people's experiences, both positive and negative as well. Jim would say, it's too bad that failures don't give seminars. Obviously, they don't because nobody wants to pay them, so they aren't usually touring around giving seminars, but their information would be very valuable. We would learn how someone who had it all messed it all up. Learning from other people's mistakes is valuable because we learn what not to do and avoid the pain of having tried and failed ourselves. We learn by what we see, so pay attention. We learn by what we hear, so be a good listener. Jim added, now, I do suggest that you should be a selective listener. Don't just let anybody dump trash into your mental factory. We also learn from what we read, so open up a book or 2 or 3. Right, Brenda? Right, Allie? We learn from lectures. We learn from songs. We learn from sermons. We learn from conversations with people who care. Always keep learning, he'd say. Learning is the beginning of wealth. Learning is the beginning of health. Learning is the beginning of spirituality. Searching and learning, this is where the miracle process all begins. Number 2, life is worthwhile if you try. You can't just learn, now you have to try something to see if you can do it. Try to make a difference. Try to make some progress. Try to learn a new skill or a new sport. It doesn't mean you can do everything, but there are many things that you can do if you just try. Why not go all out? Try your best. Give it every effort. And how long should you try? Until. Number 3, life is worthwhile if you stay. You have to stay from spring until harvest. What does that mean? If you've signed up for the day or for the game or for the concert or for the project, see it through. Sometimes calamity comes and then it's worth wrapping it up. And that's the end. But don't just end in the middle. Maybe you pass on the next project to keep going on the one you are. If this one you signed up for, stay until it's finished and always leave it better than you found it. Some people plant in the spring and then leave in the summer. So if you've signed up for a season, see it through. You don't have to stay forever, but at least stay until you see it through. And number 4, life is worthwhile if you care. If you care at all, you will get some results. If you care enough, you'll get incredible results. Care enough to make a difference. Care enough to turn somebody around. Care enough to start a new enterprise. Care enough to change it all. Care enough to be the highest producer. Care enough to set some records. Care enough to win. The more you care, the stronger you can be. So that is learn, try, stay, care. Which of these do you need to be better at? Jot your thoughts down in your Darren Daily Journal and confess to us in the comments below. And what you will do differently going forward.